takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good momentum. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly out to the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. It's second down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Punga. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The gift to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
The give to the running back for the short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive at the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Play number 10 on this series.
22 Spider.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's O'Leary. The throw. Intercepted in the first drive. And they're closing on it after a quick return on the interception.
This quarterback is having success throwing on the one drive in the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. A really good coverage call to get the INT.
What a job on Ryan. He'll lose a yard on that one. Let's look look at the big picture for Army. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive line.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. With the catch, it's Brennan. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice block before he's run out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
You've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Handoff to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just force.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, or maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Breaking through the defense. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking handbags, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness. Once he's out in the open field, he shows you that on that explosive play picking up the first.
And off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time to work, but not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Are you ready?
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to be playing.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit. It was an incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's O'Leary. Finds his man. It's Jones. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And then one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That pass is well off. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agreed, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball right at this point.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Ali. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, Coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it, it's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. You run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body throws add up and wear this defense out.
Out of the gun, the running back. That'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for North Texas.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Out of the gun to get to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his 3-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for the loss.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Over.
Back to throw. It's O'Leary. Here's a heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Tulsa. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football.
Oh, he can't hold it down, so the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated and not any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
This has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Okay, ready?
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long.
Set.
Dropping back, it's O'Leary. With the catch, it's Hutchinson.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
On the
They
set.
already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Has to get there to the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back? here with a W. That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's O'Leary. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep the clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation.
Touchdown, North Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. On a little time, lets it go. Fires complete on the crosser. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. Good job running that route.